BTS news. The calm atmosphere that usually surrounds BTS suddenly turned into a wave of emotion and speculation after a shocking moment occurred between two of its beloved members, Jungkook and Jimin. Armies from all over the world were in uproar. Footage of the short, less than 2-minute video circulating on social media showed Jungkook's shocked reaction when he saw Jimin being approached by an unidentified person. Although it was only a flash and not accompanied by a clear voice, Jungkook's facial expression was enough to make fans feel that something deeper was happening behind the scenes. The incident took place at a private event reportedly attended by several celebrities and well-known public figures. BTS, despite being in the draft for some of its members, remains the center of attention. Jimin, who was present in elegant clothes, looked friendly and open when interacting with some invited guests. But the spotlight changed when a man approached Jimin and chatted quite closely. In the video, which has now gone viral, Jungkook, who was on the other side of the room, appears to stop his conversation, turns his head sharply towards Jimin, then appears to frown and stare with intensity. The army did not remain silent. Within minutes, social media was filled with snippets of the video. Many of them claim that Jungkook's gaze is not merely a curiosity, but reflects a much more complex emotion: unwillingness, jealousy, perhaps even deep concern. The hashtags #Jungkook protects Jimin and #John Park moment immediately became trending on Twitter, X, and TikTok. The moment seemed to evoke sweet memories of fans about the emotional closeness of Jungkook and Jimin, two figures who have long been known to be very close. In various BTS travel documentaries, whether in concerts, documentaries, or backstage interactions, the relationship between them has always been the center of attention. Jimin, with his gentleness, and Jungkook with his protective attitude, has created a strong dynamic and touched the hearts of many people. But this time, what was captured was not a moment full of laughter or warmth, but a gaze full of emotions. Most of the army believed that Jungkook showed an emotional side that is rarely seen in public. He looked restrained, but there was clearly something in him that disturbed him. Jimin, on the other hand, seemed completely unaware of Jungkook's expression. He kept smiling and conversing quietly, although occasionally turning his head as if looking for someone in the crowd. Some fans speculated that Jimin was actually aware of Jungkook's presence and tried to keep an emotional distance so as not to cause misunderstandings. In previous interviews, Jungkook has said that he feels a sense of responsibility towards the members of BTS, especially Jimin, who he considers a very sensitive and easily hurt figure. He also once mentioned that there were times when he wanted to protect Jimin from the outside world, including from unpleasant things. This statement is now linked back to his emotional reaction at the event, as if to show that his attitude is not just spontaneous, but part of the protective feelings that have been firmly entrenched in him. The army was divided in various views. There are those who feel proud to see Jungkook showing his affection for Jimin secretly but for real. There are also those who worry about whether it will cause tension between the two, especially in the midst of their respective busyness, which is now increasingly intense and different paths. But not a few also see the moment as proof that the emotional closeness between BTS members remains strong and unchanged. Even though time and circumstances continue to run out, a number of fans also voiced their opinion that the emotional connection between Jungkook and Jimin is not something that needs to be debated excessively, but rather something that should be celebrated. They emphasize that in a stressful world like the entertainment industry, having someone who truly cares is a blessing. In that context, Jungkook's reaction could be interpreted as an expression of pure affection, without pretension, without imagery, and wholeheartedly. Korean and international media also began to cover this moment in greater depth. Some outlets even contacted HYB's agency for clarification on the interaction. But as usual, HYB did not give any statements regarding the personal lives of the artists. They only confirmed that the relationship between BTS members remains solid and supports each other in every condition. Interestingly, after the incident, Jimin uploaded a photo on his personal Instagram account with a short caption, "Take it easy. I know who takes care of me." It didn't take long. The fans immediately linked the phrase to Jungkook. Thousands of comments flooded the post. many of which expressed emotion and confidence that Jimin had indeed given a subtle code that he was aware of Jungkook's presence and still felt comfortable and safe with him. Jungkook himself did not give an immediate response, but ARMY again found that he replaced his Spotify account profile photo with a dark twilight image, something he often does when he is experiencing emotional turmoil. Not a few fans concluded that Jungkook was experiencing an inner dilemma. Others suspected that Jungkook was only worried because Jimin was under immense public pressure, and he wanted to make sure his best friend was okay. The dynamic between the two has become such a meaningful story for ARMY. Their story is not just about two boy group members who support each other in work, but about two best friends who have gone through various stages of life together, from adolescence, debut pressure, to becoming global icons. In each stage, their closeness is always a support for each other. This moment also proves that the relationship between BTS members cannot be measured by ordinary standards. Their emotional depth often goes beyond just a casual friendship. They are a family bound not just by blood, but by experiences, struggles, and affections that have grown over a decade. Meanwhile, the ARMY in various countries began making compilation videos about the moments when Jungkook seemed protective of Jimin. Starting from the moment they were at the airport, when Jimin almost fell and was caught by Jungkook, until when Jimin felt sick and Jungkook came first. The compilation received millions of views in just 2 days, signifying how strong and deep the love fans feel for the two members' closeness is. The ARMY wrote an open letter to the two, asking them to always take care of each other and not be affected by outside pressure. They believe that over the years, Jungkook and Jimin have become an example of the importance of a healthy and sincere relationship in the harsh world of entertainment. Until now, the issues surrounding the incident have not subsided. But for sure, that moment has strengthened the belief that BTS is not just a bunch of talented idols, but also ordinary people with deep feelings, real relationships, and sincere love for each other. The ARMY continued to unite, spreading support and love for both of them. Both Jungkook and Jimin are now back in the spotlight not because of scandal or controversy, but because of the sincerity of their relationship. In a world full of falsehoods, their story serves as a reminder that there is real love and a bond that neither the camera nor the stage can fake. When asked about the meaning of togetherness in one of the previous interviews, Jimin once said, "We can survive because there is each other." Now, that phrase resonates again in the hearts of the ARMY who know that even though it is not always said, the feeling is always there. The feeling emanates from the look in Jungkook's eyes that he is reluctant to see his best friend too close to others, which shows that sometimes, love doesn't have to be spoken, just seen from the way someone pays attention. And that's what the ARMY saw that night. A love in silence, which makes the world uproar.